And the cashier's like, "Are you from Scotland?" I said, "No." She said, "Are you from Ireland?" I said, "No." She asked, "Well, where are you from then?" I said, "South Philly." And it kind of really upset her, so she took a cut at me. She must have been about 80 years old. Anyway, this first song I'm going to do for you is called Ian's Dream. I wrote it for my son about 3 years ago for his birthday. Hope you enjoy it. And now we have Mr. John Merriman.
Yeah, well, now it's time for me to leave. No. Now let me show you my accent. What do you think of this one? Anyhow, as you can probably tell, I'm a stranger to the turf. But I came here with a girlfriend at the time, and I met her father. And this man made such an impact on my life that I got up day one of the anniversary, or of the, when you go out and get married, whatever they call that. So anyhow, I went out on the deck and wrote this song about the relationship that my wife and my father-in-law at the time, he passed away. But this is what this is called. It's Top of the Mountain. I dedicate this to Mr. Cooper. It's top of the mountain he wants her to have. So hard to believe the love of this man. He calls her his daughter, she calls him her dad. It's the top of the mountain he wants her to have. Now tell me a story that ends happily. Remember what happened to Humpty Dumpty. Life is so fragile, it's not enough to get by. So after the mountain, he'll give her the sky. So hold on to your memories, not as easy as it seems. One day you're rich and on top of the world, and the next day someone's cut your heartstrings. And it's the top of the mountain he wants her to have. So hard to believe the love of this man, because his daughter, she calls him her dad. Top of the mountain he wants her to have. And it's the top of the mountain he wants her to have. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
I write a lot of new age instrumental stuff. Just it's what you do by default if you don't have a band and you don't feel like singing. This next one is called Into the Mist. Thank you.
You're not making this easy on me. All right, you. That worked. This song here, the very first line of it, it sounds like it's a comical song, but it's really not. This song here kind of tells the beginning, what happens in the middle, and you all know about, what's coming, or guess anyhow. But the very first line of this is same as the title. All my relatives are irrelative. All my relatives are irrelative. They don't matter much to me. But I knew this ever since I was small, when I crawled off of Daddy's knee. I needed more love than they knew to give, and I still need it here today. All my relatives are irrelative, but I miss them anyway. All my relatives are irrelative. Now it's happening to me. Well, all I wanted was to chase down a dream, but traded the kids for luxuries. They come around here now just about once a year, usually at Christmas time, and say they're busy with the life that they live, but they don't know they're next in line. 'Cause there's a line won't you cross, you can never go back. You turn apart at the seams like an old run-down shack. And when it's time to look back on the life that you lead, with a tear in your eye, you'll be said to me, all my relatives are irrelative. As I stand before the grave, looking down at the years that they lived, and wishing they were here today. I think I do things a lot differently, but I can't turn back hands of time. So wrap my arms around the ones that I love, and for their needs not be so blind. 'Cause there's a line won't you cross, you can never go back. You turn apart at the seams like an old run-down shack. When it's time to look back on the life that you lead, with a tear in your eye, you'll be said to me, all my relatives were irrelative. They didn't matter much to me. At least I thought this when I was so young, when I crawled off of Daddy's knee.
Very nice. This next song I probably wrote about a year and change ago, and I'm just dusting it off again. See if I can pull it off. called Calling Me Home. And I'm going to torture you with my voice. As I'm lying here, vision becomes blurred now. The outline of your face is all that I can see. Don't cry for me. Hear the angels calling me home. As I'm lying here, your voice is fading now. Words you whispered me are echoes in my mind. Don't cry for me. I hear the angels calling me home. As I'm lying here, your hand cradles my thumb. Pins and needles gone, all feeling has succumbed. Don't cry for me. Hear the angels calling me home. As I look down, black and white are all I see. Many kind words are spoken at the eulogy. Don't cry for me. The angels, they've called me home. Don't cry for me. The angels, they've called me home. A wonderfully depressing song about somebody on their deathbed. Thank you.
All right. Yesterday's dreams. yesterday's dreams. Whooping smoke float downstream. These are the things she'll think about today. Too many promises that I could not keep. I'm a broken man standing dead on his feet. These are the things that I'll think about today. When time is all that you had, now most of that is behind you. When seasons left you with change, but now that you choose, but don't give up on anything that you do. Line with love, don't accept no IOUs. You want to hear those words not right back at you too. Time is all that you had, now most of that is behind you. And seasons left you with change, but now that you choose, well, don't give up on anything that you do. Line with love, don't accept no IOUs. You wanna hear those words not right back at you too. So whatever happened to yesterday's dreams? Whooping smoke flow downstream. These are the things she'll think about. These are the things that I'll think about. These are the things we'll think about today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh boy.
I've done 3. I was first. I've done 3 already.
Yeah? We get 4? Come on, Tom. Give us 4. 4? Go ahead and 4. Good man.
Bloody
Good man.
cripes, mighty. You got to prepare me when I've got to do an extra one, you know? Anyway. All right, we're going to have to go back to something I know and not have to cheat on. So, this is a song called Jumper. It's about suicide, but don't do it. On a ledge, nothing is right, you're over the edge. Try to scream and come back inside. There's nowhere to go, there's no place to hide. All you feel is the wind in your hair. Looking at the sky, you stand and stare. Gravity's pull is in your sight. This will be your final flight. Once you start, you can't turn back. All the colors come and gone too many times. Feel there's nothing left to find. Stars coming out, moon on the rise. Thinking your life is all been lies. Minutes turn to hours, your hands begin to chill. Not moving forward, your feet standing still. Gravity's pull is in your side. This will be your final flight. Once you start, you can't turn back. All the colors will fade to black. Mind is struggling to find the heart, to have the courage not to stop. This one-way trip down to the ground. Is this how you want to be found? Life's too short, let nature's course lead the way with no remorse. Gravity's pull is in your side. This will be your final flight. Once you start, you can't turn back. All the colors will fade to black. Don't go, don't do it, don't jump, no. 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 Thank you.
Okay, I've played this song before, but with a new song, fairly new. I think as a writer, you play it until you get burnt out on it, and then you go on to the next one. And you think, oh, I'm hot for a second. But, so this is why I'm playing this one again. The other ones were new to you, so there. It's not been so long that I don't remember the day you came in my life. I knew right then it was goodbye, friends, and my heart's been hypnotized. Well, I took some time to gather my thoughts, so my words were the best they could be. Who knew where tomorrow would take us down this road to memories? Still you don't change, and all your love remains the same. Mountains we've climbed, and all the devils that we've learned to tame. The shorelines may crumble right into the sea. The rivers run dry in the air we can't breathe. But there's one thing for certain, you'll age out to me, and still you don't change. Bring you coffee before daybreak as you watch the early morning news. Long before the sun comes dancing into your hideaway cocoon. Yet all you see is just disaster, and you say the end's coming soon. So I ask of God to please let me write this symphony for you. Still you don't change, and all your love remains the same. Mountains we've climbed, and all the devils that we've learned to tame. The shorelines may crumble right into the sea. The rivers run dry and the air we can't breathe. But there's one thing for certain, you'll reach out to me, and still you don't change. Still you don't change, and still you don't change. And that concludes our performance for this evening.
At least that a portion of it. There's lots of other talented people coming up.
That means I lied.
Tom, are you about ready to talk?
Come on, man.
Or a Joe, or a
I gotta
somebody?
release this somehow.
Or I gotta tell jokes? And you don't want me telling jokes, believe me. Here he comes.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely picture. There you go, Tom. Thank you.
You know, throwing me to the wolves is kind of a pastime here. But for $4, you can forget about being thrown to the wolves for tequila sunrise. You know, I kind of like a tequila sunset. You know, if I drink one of those, my sun is already setting. That's it for me. But I'm a lightweight. I'm Cherokee. I can't help myself. Everybody doing good tonight? Welcome back to the World Wide Web, around the world from Chattanooga, Tennessee, Mio Mayo's, Cajun Spirits, the place to be in Tennessee. You know, regardless where you're watching us from, you're missing the big picture because we're having Mio Mayo's Cajun food right here in Chattanooga. So the best way to find us, look us up on the World Wide Web, what you're watching us on, and make it easy for yourself. Here's one comment. Now, they said this 2 weeks ago, and they're saying it again. And I thought this was clever. This is right outside of London, England, and it's funny every week, but you guys have done this 3 weeks in a row. You tell me you want us to start our show earlier because of your time zone. It doesn't work for us. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. You should already be asleep. You were kicked out of the pub if the truth were known. So go to bed. But thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week. And Tom, change the time. I'm not doing that for anybody. All right. Moving along tonight. You know, that always gets in trouble over there. The pubs really don't open till 3 o'clock. Stay out of there. You know, tonight, you got the Par 4 and the Tequila Sunrise on sale for $4, so make that the trial of choice. However, musically, here's what's coming up in May, and this is going to be really big, really big. You know, David Oakleaf and the Over the Road band's here on May 25th. And then you've got to check this out. You should Google this lady. Her name is Sina Earnhardt. She's not related to Dale Jr., as far as I know. But she's going to be here in May. She's a jazz singer that you don't want to miss. So, you know, catch up on the website and be a part of what's going on here at Mio Mayo's, 4119 Cummings Highway, beautiful Chattanooga, Tennessee. You know, we get to do this once a month, and every month, I am telling you, that bar, not that bar, but this bar, we got our own bar up here, this bar gets raised a little more. It's another night for me not to be playing, I always say. However, you know, the guys that are playing tonight, just in case I hadn't read their names all out, you just saw John Sharp and John Merriman. Give them a hand. John, thank you, buddy. You know, I heard Jim Neighbors say this on an episode one time, and he said, I'm sick as a dog, but having the time of my life. That's John Merriman tonight. He was worried to death. Now look at him, light as a feather. I love it. May the CSA always bring you a lifting effect. And that goes with elevator shoes as well. I got to watch out now. What are you doing? Oh. Jack Daniels with lemon? I've never tried that. Also, there's another hit songwriter in the house tonight coming up. His name's Bernie Faulkner. Noah Collins. Bill Stetter. James Lowry. We got you here, man. You know, it's free to get in. It just costs money to get out. It's a new thing. Is that right, MJ? Costs money to get out? All right. I got to do the presentation and all this stuff first. Go right ahead. You know, at Riverbend this year, June 10th, 6:30 to 9:15 Eastern Daylight Savings Time. The CSA will proudly present 9 Writers of the Month and 3 other lucky guys that get to play on the Riverbend, on the Mio Mayo stage at Riverbend. That's June 10th. Follow the website for more. Everybody likes to have a little joke with me. He said I was on the Riverbend show, only to find out that I'm not. Mike, help a brother out.